a job first. That's the matter. And it's again your interest on technology. And Sonam, you're also okay with 25 days, correct?
Yeah, but I'm still exploring like what I want to do in this, and also, and it's not decided for me yet. But yeah, I want to take a demo class and see if this is what I want to do or I want to learn.
Correct. So when I say with Siebel comparison, so Siebel and Salesforce comparison is, I can say like 60% is similar, but it is hosted on cloud, and whereas Siebel CRM, which is on premises, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So that's a major difference. So you can easily get into the things if you have already experienced, I think. Correct. So I'll continue, guys. So please listen to the demo. So I'm starting now. See here, we do have a certain architecture for developing applications. I mean, like, let's take an application like uh, for Reebok. Okay, Reebok is a client for whom we are developing an application. So who is developing an application? Let's all feel like we are working for TCS. So we are developing an application for Reebok. What kind of application? Let's take sales application we are building. So whenever they sell certain products to the customer, so they maintain all these details. So you see there are different architectures when we are developing applications you follow. So are you aware like you have computer-based subjects, correct, guys? So you are recently with MS and all. So you have one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, three-tier architecture. Are you aware of this? So have you gone any time to this?
Yes.
Okay. So on a high level, okay. So one-tier architecture, okay. Let's hope we have all the services for developing application and the database and as well as the UI part only at one place. And in the two-tier architecture, okay, so we have the UI part and as well as the code which we develop and database at one end and the UI at other end. So this was a pattern, but when it comes to three-tier architecture, okay, so here you see when I compare three-tier architecture, Mm, this is what I want to take an example. Okay, so let's take we are the developers who are working for TCS. Let's take guys, when you want to develop certain application, you need a certain minimum basic requirements. Correct, correct, guys.
Yes.
So, so first thing, so minimum basic requirements in the sense, let's take you need a laptop with operating system. Let's take I'll take operating system. And we need a programming language, okay, for customization. Let's take a client gives certain requirement. With the administrative part, if you could not make it, then you go and write some code in order to like in order to complete the task. And we need database. Okay, database is like a storage area where you put in all your customer details and all, and tools. See, guys, you might be aware of HTML and JavaScript, correct? So people generally call them as certain softwares. Or, so basically, they are tools actually. Tools helps us in get reading of the building the application. So basically, you built it using tools, the UI part and all. Then hardware, guys. So when hardware comes into picture, uh, your computer processor. So that can be a better example. So let's take TCS whenever they need all these components. This will not be exactly or directly provided by the client, correct? This TCS has to bear, correct? Operating system, programming language, DB tools when they are developing at their end, at their end. When it is deployed to the client machine and all, okay, client will bear. So operating system, let's take we purchase from Microsoft. So it's a third party. And programming language depends upon whichever tool. Okay, let's take Salesforce tool. So you pay for license. So in that licensing, you need to choose exactly uh, code development license. So there are actually versions. Okay, so you can go through them and check it. If you want, I can show you here. So we have salesforce.com, a website. So this is an official website. You can easily go there and check for licenses and what are the features of the licenses. So when I open salesforce.com, okay, so you have product section here. Can you see guys? For product section. So in the product section, we do have pricing. So in pricing, so here you see we have sales, service, marketing, community, analytics, apps, and IoT cloud. So when I go to sales, so here uh, it wasn't navigated to pricing, guys. Yep. So here it is. So this is a sales cloud. Don't worry about what is the sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, community cloud. So this will be covered also. So just see that there is a section called Sales Cloud. In that we have a subtopics. Let's take Lightning and Limited, okay, which cost 300 per month per user. And this is Lightning Enterprise. And you see both Enterprise and Unlimited supports writing the code. But when it comes to professional and less than professional, so it will not support writing a piece of code. So that's what my agenda here to explain you. And here you see the programming language you will be getting better with enterprise or else unlimited versions. So for that you need to pay more compared to where you cannot write the code. So this is a comparison here. Why I'm going with this explanation is let's take you're working as a business consultant, okay, handling your offshore team and all. So you need to take care about the licenses which are there in the Salesforce when you're working in US-based companies. So this helps you, and you see there is something called database. Okay, so for the database and all, the license whatever you purchase with that you will be getting a space, cloud storage space. Because here we are not buying any database and we are connecting our application to the database. So Salesforce is an application is like when you develop the UI, okay, that will be automatically connected to the DB, and then you can start creating customer data also. So no need to worry about connections and all. Like in Java, we have connections. And now tools, we can use HTML, JavaScript. These are the free tools given by W3 schools. Are you aware, guys? W3 schools. There is a website where you can learn this all stuff. HTML, JavaScript.
Yeah.
Yes. So that has been free. Okay, you can use it. And on Salesforce platform, okay, you can also put in HTML, JavaScript code also. Because Salesforce platform only doesn't restrict to use Salesforce language itself. So it will also support Java, .NET, HTML, JavaScript, all this. So it's a multi-tenant platform. Hardware. So when I say hardware comes into picture. Let's take processor. Okay. So when a TCS folk is developing an application, so how he'll getting the hardware in the sense, let's take we need a computer machine in order to run our application. So in the computer machine, we'll have a processor. Let's take processor we'll purchase from Intel. So that's how we have costing, correct? So operating system we purchase and DB we purchase, hardware we purchase. This is a generic, okay? I'm selling not about specific to Salesforce. This is a generic thing. Before Salesforce has come into picture. So this all need to be purchased by TCS folks in order to develop the application for Reebok. Let's say guys, we have developed the application with a contract of 2 years, 2 years in contract. So in 2011, what was the operating system in 2011? So I assume it was Windows 7. And the programming language supporting platform, okay? So 1.5, let's take Java perspective. We have JDK. And 10G, which was a database related to Oracle version, and HTML4 was there, and processor was dual core. I mean like Intel's dual core. So these were all the services there in 2011. We have signed the contract in 2011. When we should deliver? 2013. So let's take operating system in 2013 is Windows 8 and 1.6 and 12G and HTML5 and Code2. So the version has been changed. We have started development in all these tools which we purchased, but while delivering, the client will also go for the new softwares and all. So the market trend has, or else the upgradation has been happened. So as per the market standards, we need to test our application, or the application should run on the new components which are there in the market. So do you think, guys, the components which are being, or else the application which is developed in on 2011 components will exactly work 100%? It will work on 2013. Do you think, guys?
No, it will require update.
Correct. So there might be a update required from TCS folks should be done, or else there should be some patch provided by TCS folks, so that patch updates with 2030 components, so that the application would be uh, used with these components. Okay, so then we may not have 100%. We may not have any kind of issue. Okay, 100% the application might be working good when we deliver to the client. Next, let's take we have updated. Okay, TCS have updated as per purchasing. You see, 2011 we have got Windows 7. Will Microsoft will give you 2008 also freely to TCS? Do you really think? When you got Android we have upgradable. Okay, let's take we have a mobile called iPhone. Okay, you got 5S or something. So then, do you think 6S you'll be getting freely? You need to again purchase it, correct? When they release a new version, you need to purchase it. So similarly here
Yes.
also, correct? So Windows 8, okay, operating system software should be purchased by TCS. It's a cost effective for TCS, right? Two times they need to test the application and make the changes. So it's ultimately not only purchasing the product, they should pay their developers also, right? Who will be working, correct?
Yes.
So do you think this kind of architecture, three-tier architecture or native architecture, will it really helps the business people? Like TCS is doing business, correct? So for them, it will be cost effective first thing, and time would be consumed, and delivery dates may flow out. So this kind of things may happen. So in 2013, let's take TCS has done good job and they have given that application to Reebok guys. And let's take Reebok is using from 2013. Okay. Someday in 2015, there are new services. Windows 10 has come into picture, 1.8, 13G and HTML8 has come into picture. Okay. So now, okay, now think the application which is developed by TCS, okay, and given to the Reebok, okay. Reebok has established a new branch with all new set services. Will you think Reebok, where they are using the real-time application, will it work on 2015 services? Again they need a patch, or else they need a kind of upgradation to be done. Means the application should be maintained. So then in this perspective, so ultimately Reebok has to pay for a company like TCS, or else to whom they give this service. So then they will upgrade, doing some modifications, and ultimately TCS will end up with, so not TCS, the Reebok will be end up with paying some money to the service company and as well as to the new components which are there in the market. So they will get all the things and then they'll start the application built. the application would be real time. So, do you really think, guys, three-tier architecture will help really in order to get the application to be developed fast and as well as cost reliable? No, right? It's cost effective and time taking. So these are the two factors. These are the two factors we can easily see here. So apart from that three-tier architecture, okay, a new architecture has been come into picture. That is nothing but cloud computing, and John McCarthy has introduced it. And what it exactly says, okay, vendor services over internet. Guys, here you see. This I mentioned this as components, right? Correct? Components, correct? Operating system, programming language, database. Okay. So that is called vendor services. Same here. Same here. Vendor services over internet. One simple thing, guys. Okay. One simple thing. Mm, Nowadays, okay, we are going much with online, correct? Correct? Are you there, guys?
Yeah.
Yep. So nowadays we are much going with online. Instead of downloading, earlier we used to download the songs, okay, or videos, and we get into our laptop or else computer or else any device you have. So then we used to view. But nowadays, okay, what we are thinking, so just we have an internet, we are going to online sites where they play the songs and the streaming videos. We go there and look at and leave it. That's the prospect we are following, correct? The trend has changed, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. So similarly here also, okay. By that what happens? Our memory card or else our phone storage, okay, may not got affected. Just we view it and we listen and we leave it. That's it. So here the vendor services over internet. Okay, when I say vendor services, like whatever required for application development. Okay, you see here operating system, program, DB or tools or hardware. So everything is provided on cloud. Internet in the sense somewhere at a remote location. Okay, cloud I can say moreover. So who are the cloud providers you can ask, correct? Who are the cloud providers, right? Next question would be that one, correct? Who are the cloud providers? You see, Google. Okay. You see, are you installing Gmail on your local machine like you have GoToMeeting installed on your local machine and you log in and join the meeting? No, right? Gmail is all online, correct? You go to gmail.com and you give your authentication details and then you will be going through the mail and you send, receive, call and screen share, everything happens there, correct? Is it a cloud based application or not? It's a cloud based application, correct? Are you maintaining the Gmail data in your local machine? No, right? In your phone storage or memory card, are you maintaining anywhere if you are using phone? No, right? No.
Yeah.
So it's completely on top of cloud. Okay. If you go with Gmail, any application, like you go Drive or you have Google Pictures, okay, you have your account, you can all do all this stuff. So next thing, Amazon is another company, which is a bigger company, okay. They are the cloud server providers, okay. Server in the sense where you have data to be stored inside it, okay. So here companies, let's take a bigger company like IBM or else Microsoft or any other bigger organization. So they take the services of Amazon. They purchase some space. Let's take some 100 terabyte. So then their customer details they will put into Amazon. So it's another company. So Amazon. So next thing, Salesforce is also a cloud-based company. But what's the difference? What's the difference to Gmail, Amazon? Correct. So Salesforce is a purely an application development kind of company. Okay, and they have a platform like we have in Java or .NET or SAP. But the difference is Java, you need to have native installations on your local machine. Then you write a code, then you deploy to a server. But in Salesforce, completely there is a platform, okay, given. Uh, Platform doesn't mean you get any layer or something. You have a credentials like you have for Gmail, similar kind of credentials. You can see here. I'll log in into my credentials. You can find it easily. Can you see here? I have a Krishna 27 batch. This is what I mean. So I've given some username and I log in. So this is what we'll be getting the licensing. This is a free license. If I put my cursor on top of the tab now, can you see developer edition in the postfix? Can you see guys? Developer edition.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a free edition given by Salesforce for learning and training. Okay, they have kind of restrictions and also limits, so you cannot cross it. But still, I go and tell it. So now you see Salesforce when it have all the services, you see there is no burden for a developer or else an administrator who is working on Salesforce to install something. Everything is provided over cloud, and we're going to access from this perspective, the UI perspective you are seeing here. Now, whenever a vendor like Salesforce provides all these services, okay, then what developer is going to do and what client who is going to do? Developer just need credentials like login, username, and password for whatever the license purchased by the customer. Customer will purchase the license, will not purchase it. TCS will not purchase. TCS this is developer in the sense TCS only, correct? Correct. So TCS is not going to purchase anything. Customer is going to purchase. Customer who is it? Reebok, correct? So TCS, do you think like he need to invest something? No. He need to waste time on updating the patches, purchasing different softwares. No, he just need an internet. He just need internet. Most of the times you see for internet also our projects will be charging, so no need to worry about it. So the second thing is the application development, how quick it would be. Okay, you see all the services are there on the cloud. Okay, so you see when there's a certain task coming in from a customer, okay, so we need just to develop the task and give it upgradation, maintenance. Who will do this? Vendor will do it. Who is the vendor? Salesforce. Correct, guys? Are you in? Is it boring? Please tell me.
No, it's not
Okay.
boring.
So here you see the vendor like Salesforce will do upgradation, maintenance, and we need to pay and use. We in the sense client, and the TCS guys are very safe, correct? They need not to worry about anything. So they want to just concentrate about the requirement coming in and they give it on top of uh, the Salesforce given license. And now guys, you got a clear picture, right, guys? Comparing Salesforce with any other three-tier architecture which we are following right now.
Yeah.
So now, different types of clouds. You see, I have told you about just cloud computing. So I need to explain you about what is public cloud, private collaboration. You see, on a high level, when you say public means, you might be understanding like it can be accessed from anywhere. That's what when you understand. If you are known about any code or something like Java code or here also similar thing. Public cloud in the sense the application, okay, the application which is built on the cloud, okay, can be accessed globally without any IP restriction, internet protocol restriction or firewall restriction. So private cloud, you see, private cloud in the sense, okay, that have restrictions. Of first thing is IP, the second thing is firewall. So next, collaboration cloud. And guys, if I say about public private, okay, Have you any time got any restrictions of an application which cannot be browsed outside the organization if you work for any companies? I guess Sonam, you work for some
Yes.
organization, correct?
Yeah.
So you may have some restrictions, right, to log in
Yeah.
to certain portals,
Yeah.
correct? So that will come as you see, I can't say that is a cloud because I'm not sure whatever you have used, but understand here is private in the sense which cannot be accessed out of the organization. That's it.
Yeah.
And cloud collaborative cloud application. You see, you'll be having internal chatters when you work for a particular company, like communicator. Because you see, we have Gmail communicator here, but apart from that, whenever organization, you'll be having communicator. So collaboration cloud is nothing but a chatter application. You can ask me, there are two chats, correct? One is live chat, one is offline chat, correct?
Yeah.
Live chat in the sense the person contacting the customer care through the website will be having live chat kind of option. So we have options to build in Salesforce also. Okay, we can live chat and hybrid cloud in the sense the application for certain users who they can access across the globe without any IP restrictions, but for certain users, let's take a system admin can access from anywhere across the globe, but a developer who is working under him, okay, can only access in the company, but not outside. So hybrid kind of applications. Then types of cloud. This was general, guys. Different types of clouds in general, public, private, and you can ask me like where Salesforce will spell, correct?
Yeah.
Whether it is a private, public, collaboration, or hybrid. So I can say Salesforce is hybrid, which has a combination of public and private. Okay, guys? Because this will be a first question when you face an interview in most of the US orgs. And here you see, guys, types of cloud in Salesforce. This is software as a service. First thing, are you aware, guys? Like there is software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Have you anytime heard about these words?
No, I haven't
No.
heard about it.
Okay. Okay. So here you see, I'll make you a clear picture of software as a service. Let's take you get some service. Let's take you got some service from a pizza. Okay. Let's take you ordered something. Okay. So you got it. It's nothing but you ordered a particular product and you got it and you are having it. So similarly, Salesforce, okay, provides certain services like software services. What are the software services while you develop an application? Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Service Cloud, Collaboration. These are the services already been provided and available in the Salesforce, I can say UI or also on the top of Salesforce platform. So Sales Cloud, call center, marketing, okay, apart from this collaboration. Collaboration here in the sense, you could see a chat application, this one. So these are the things which are being provided defaultly. You need not worry. So you can like whatever the applications they provide that may not be used by the customer, correct? Customer may have a separate prospect of application, correct guys? Because across the globe there are different domains: banking domain, insurance domain, education domain, and we have uh, hardware area, okay, where you have selling, purchasing. So these are all things there. Do you think these applications really are generic to support all the applications? Yes, they are generic. They are generic. So in our Salesforce topics, so first we are going to get rid of these all applications: Sales Cloud, Marketing, Service Cloud, Collaboration. Go with these things, right? Okay. then you will understand what Salesforce have given and what are the limitations in Salesforce. And then you'll be understanding the business use case. Then you'll go ahead and develop applications and relating to different domains, whatever the domains are mentioned, like banking, education, insurance, health sector. Okay. So now that is nothing but a software as a service. So next thing, apart from software, apart from the applications, the UI, they also need a platform where we can customize the built-in applications to the customer require. Built-in applications means let's take Sales
Krishna,
Cloud,
your words
Sales.
are breaking.
Okay, so is it good now?
No,
No, not yet.
no,
So
the words are breaking.
Sonam, is it better at your end?
Yeah, yeah. It's fine.
Okay. So can you please check Vanilla? So at your end also.
I'm sorry?
Can you check at your end also? If it is internet and all, it's good.
No, I can hear resound one way and the other way is like your voice is breaking.
I don't think because Sonam was clear about it. So I'll make sure. Okay, continue here. So you can make some settings over there. And now you see, first thing, so apart from the application, whatever they are provided, like sales application, okay, so we need to customize it according to the customer requirement, correct? So you need a platform that is nothing but Force.com. So this is a platform name of Salesforce. That's what I was mentioning, correct? We can run Java program, .NET program, and Salesforce Apex language, and HTML, JavaScript, and all we can run on this. And you see, guys, one simple thing, if you're aware, whenever you run a C program, okay, you need a platform that is nothing but Turbo C, right? Right, guys? So, are you aware? You have run the C program anytime?
No.
Okay. So, any Java program? So, Sonam or so you might be like in Sibilang, okay?
Yeah,
You might be having certain platform, correct?
yeah.
Correct. So on that platform, you might have run a piece of code, and on that platform only, okay, have you run the HTML page? Have you run the HTML page?
No, actually,
No.
in Simple it's different. I mean, we develop something in tools and then like we can see like what we have developed in applications. So it was not
Okay.
like code runner.
Okay. So let's take you have a code runner as separate, and we have a tool, correct? And here we have only one thing. Okay. On top of it, you can run the UI because generally you see HTML it will run it browser side. If you have a browser, uh, on top of it you'll see the UI. But the code perspective you run it on a platform. But Force.com supports both. That's an advantage for us. Okay. So next thing, Data.com. So Data.com is a small, I can say it's a package where you'll be having the global contacts of different companies across the globe. You can purchase this license in order to know about the customer location and all. So this is again a business use. Okay, this is not anything related to much of customization or platform. And next thing, you have infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure as a service coming like database.com. As you see, we have one of the vendor services like database. Correct?
Hello?
So, hello, yeah, Vanilla. Is it good now?
Krishna, Vanilla here.
Yeah, is it good now?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
good,
good?
but sorry to interrupt in the middle. But the thing is, like, can we discuss how the Salesforce is going to, like, these things we can discuss in next classes too, right? The thing, what exactly I personally want to know is like what it is going to be further. Like, see, initial classes, like second class, third class, that would be great. Like, initial classes would be awesome, but after third class, where the programming or development will come in, pitch in, how that is going to be,
Correct.
how you are going to teach us the Java. Those all I want to know rather than this basic stuff, because these stuff, if we can read online or in the next classes also, we can discuss this. What we want to know in the demo, I mean, I don't know about Sonam, but what I exactly want to know in this demo class is like how you are going to do in the Salesforce, how that is going to be in the real life, like when we go for a project, how, I mean, what are the positions we can apply for, and in real time how the situations will be. If you can talk about those more, that would be great, rather than this stuff, because this stuff is like we are listening, it's like, it's like top of the mind. Because we want to get into about, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so meanwhile, okay, so Sonam, let's talk about this again, that business functionality and all. And now, as per the real experience, okay, so whatever I have, okay, so you see in Java, okay, so whenever you go to Java, in AC or any other thing, so we have only object-oriented principles in Java. It takes only 1 day, okay, or mostly 1.5 day for us to complete, not much. You see, when I say about Java, okay, so we learn only security and reusability and interface concepts. So these are much enough for writing a logic in Salesforce. You see, this is the development running nodes, that was administrative nodes. When I say about Java, okay, we'll be directly writing in classes. So very simple classes where you will easily understand the things and make sure you compare it with real, like a real human or else any other stuff. You see, let's take human being. I've taken a class. Okay, I'll compare. Human is running. Okay, then he is watching. So this kind of examples will be there. So we'll easily correlate to the things. And then when you complete this object-oriented principles for 1.5 day, okay, so then we'll be jump into learning data types in Apex. Like you learn data types in C language or C++. So data types, then followed by writing in simple codes, Apex. You see how many lines it is. Not more than I can say this is 6 lines or 5 lines. 5 lines only. 5 lines you can easily understand what is the coding perspective and how to write, how to build and get rid of the standards to follow. And how about this whole trigger, which will be invoking the Apex class, which is on top. So then, once you have written the code, it doesn't mean like the completion of task has been done. Okay, so the accomplishment will be done when you write a test class for it. So that's what come into picture here. Can you see here? So this will all be explained in the development area. So development first sessions, this is all will be explained. And this is an Hello World program, a traditional program which we write in each and every programming language, okay, wherever you will go and learn. So I have implemented the same thing here also. And then you will be learning the structure, okay, structure in the sense how exactly the records will be created with the help of code, okay. So this is what here it is. There are subtopics actually. Data types, next subtopic is S object, and then you will be going to DML operations. So there are some examples which we're going to accomplish here. These all insert, update, delete, merge, upsert and undelete. So we are going to go with all this. It doesn't mean like whatever it is there on the UI, right? Will be not going and explaining you a simple thing. So we'll be doing a real time. When I say real time, okay, you could see this is my earlier session. If I go to developer console, so we do have certain examples over here. You can see them. So it'll load and take some time always. We have debug, and I hope you can see this. open executive environment. Can you see guys here? Whatever we've been doing here. You see, how about a simple data type? Okay, x equals to 12, and how exactly to know x will hold 1, 2, 4? We need to debug and check. So these are the lines to debug. How you debug? So these are all things. These are all the development. Moreover, like running nodes. So this is another nodes which I'll be sharing with you. Apart from development running nodes. These are all the things which I'm going to share with you. And as per running notes, we do have certain mock interviews, and as well as we do have real-time issues to explain you in the interview. It doesn't mean like the issues you get here only we can explain it. It is you go as an experienced folk and you need to explain them what exactly happened in your application and how you sort it out. So those kind of issues we are going to discuss in the coding area.
Krishna, I
And
have, sorry.
yes,
Uh,
Samam.
Actually, I want to know, like, since I worked only in Siebel, so I understand
Okay,
that, like, in Siebel, what we have is like we have very less programming. I mean, programming is the one thing that we should avoid as much as possible.
correct,
And in that, it is like it's a tool-based application. So we do applets and BCs and all those, and then we can see like how it's going to be on the application in CRM. So I
correct.
want to know like that, like in SFDC, how it is, what it is. Is it a programming based software, or is it like, Siebel is a package, and
Correct.
I mean on the fundamental level, I want to know like what is SFDC, or how is, what is the look of the application and how we develop it. Is it just total programming, or is there anything else?
No, 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 no. It is not a programming language. See, most of the times, okay, in Salesforce, 90% we avoid coding, okay. But whatever I was showing, right? So it is to understand how to write the basics of coding and how to develop the logic. 90% we avoid because there are new features which has come. You see, you might be hearing about validation rules, workflows, and
Yeah.
I mean like. There are a lot of configuration things. Okay, with the configuration things, we can get rid of application UI and as well as the logic part. But there might be challenges, correct, in those also. So then
Yeah,
we go for the next level. Then you write the code. So there is nothing
yeah,
called Salesforce because Salesforce maximum they try to avoid the code. They
yeah,
also in that perspective they are going because they want to make a trend. Okay, because
yeah,
writing code always may not help us because every time you write a code, okay, then you need to there are a lot of dependencies actually. When you write a class, there is the changes you need to make in the test class, and again you need to deploy them to the full sandbox or some of the environment. So then from there you need to deploy it to production. But in the case of configuration, okay, you make the changes, simply deploy, no need to write the test class or something, okay. Make changes and then you deploy easily from one end to other end. One
So,
end,
mostly drag drop, or,
perfect, perfect.
okay.
So you see here a simple example I can give you. You see, there is a new implementation called Process Builder.
Okay.
So you see, with the look and feel, we can achieve certain functionality. So this is the area, okay. So I guess you could not see this new, I think. Yep. Now you could see.
Yeah.
But before we do something, okay, we need what we are exactly doing, correct?
Yeah.
So we'll go there. First, we try to build in some task or say on top of account, I'm going to do if account rating, okay, if it is cold, okay, if it is cold, then I'll take a field update.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll update. Description as rating is really cold. Okay, so I'll update the same thing there.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Like what you just now showed me, right? That account screen.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, what I want to know is all this mm, screen design, right? Like
Correct.
the boxes, the text boxes, all of it. It's how it is configured. It's just a drag drop thing, right?
Just it has already been developed by Salesforce. We need not to
Okay,
complicate. We are
okay.
not worried about this.
Okay, and also one more thing,
Correct.
I want to know that like in Siebel we configure something in tools and then we have to deploy it,
Correct.
in the application. Once it is deployed, then only we can see it in the application. So is it also like that? We have to wait for the deployment, or is it like
No, no, no,
more real time?
no, no. You see, I go to setup and I'll show you whatever app develop. We have something called VF pages, Visual Force pages, the UI pages. Okay. So this
Okay.
has been not deployed. We can't deploy our box. So go to pages. Can you see Visual Force pages?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you see we have multi-weather. So this is an app. I have got it. So this is a weather app. Okay, actually, this exactly I've got it from App Builder. Not App Builder exactly. App Exchange, I can say. So here is App Exchange. Like in Android, you have Play Store, correct? So similarly,
Yeah.
we have here Play Store kind of thing as App Exchange. So from there, you can also get it. If it is a free, you can get it. Okay, still it is okay. And what we got it from App Exchange is both of this. But apart from this, what we developed is, can you see here? Apex slash VF override new. This is a new VF page. We need not to wait for deployment. You can just see the view once you develop.
Okay.
Because if you deploy and see, then that may have different view, and again you need to come back and make the changes, correct?
Yeah.
That will have a lot of dependency. You see the similar account page, okay? You see, you have seen an account page here, correct?
Yeah.
You see here, when I click on new, you see, this is the default screen given by Salesforce, account
Yeah.
name and rating. But here, whatever I've designed, account name, fax, rating, there are three rows,
Yeah.
correct? Three rows.
Yeah.
But here we do have only two, account name and rating here. And you see, there is an insert button and cancel button. Okay.
Yeah.
See, while you insert, okay, you see here when account is a company name. Let's take, I will take IBM. Okay. If I save it now,
Yeah.
account name already exists. It seems INN. I'll save. See, the record is saving. Okay. See where it will navigate. It is navigating to the record page. This is the record page, correct? But, 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 you see here, whatever you insert an account here, okay? Let's take, I'll give INN 2, then I insert. See here, where it is navigating? The view page. It is not navigating as a record page, correct?
Yeah.
You see, this is a view page. You see, INN you can follow here and INN2. This is actually called as the view page, okay? list view page kind of thing.
Yeah.
And here is a navigation part. Okay, so these kind of requirements we can get
Krishna, I
it
have a
by over.
question here.
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Krishna. So basically, whatever you showed us at the tabs, so
Correct.
that is done by Salesforce admin, and this part, like wherever the coding is there, that is done by Salesforce programmer, or are we doing both, or how does that work?
We do both. We need to do both. Because if you want an admin course, okay, you'll be get reading of only the look and feel kind of things. But if you want to really learn coding also, what it is, because my personal suggestion is if you learn coding and you learn the Visual Force page also, so it helps you to understand the difference. First thing, where you need to apply the code and where you should get rid of the code, so easily you can make a difference.
Okay.
Yep. So apart from this, okay, the UI, okay, you could see very easily, right? You see save button which is developed by Salesforce. We don't know the code, what is there, because he will not share it. This is all a developer who will be knowing it by learning from the Salesforce development PDF, okay, which has been provided by them and all. And we'll be having a lot of communities in Salesforce where you can go there and ask them questions if you have any queries and all. So the support will be very quick. Okay, folks. So is it clear, guys? So whatever you're looking at, like vanilla first.
Yes, Krishna.
Yep. And Sonam?
Yeah.
Okay. So any queries, guys, apart from this? Because I see what most of the things, whatever you require has been covered in the last 10 minutes, I guess. More than that. So you know about the job market and all, correct? I need not to explain, I guess. So you see, it's one of the trend going on with Salesforce, okay? And try to go with very quick things, okay? And also when the course has been there, whatever I explain in the course, complete by the end of the day or else the next day, because most of the times it will be evening for you, the session, I guess. So then in the next section, make sure you can come up with the queries and all. You can ask if you have anywhere stuck or something else, because that's the best possible way in order to avoid anything which you don't know. Okay. And also the 13th day, once we do the administration, guys, when it is 25 days, we'll be completing in 11 days. Okay. So on the 11th day, we'll be having an interview session, completing with administrative part. I'll make sure you're confident with all the topics because administrative is a backbone, I can say. Where you need to get into all the stuff there itself. And while you're going for a coding, you can also suggest, or else you will be suggesting to go for configuration only instead of writing the code. Nowadays, there are new tools that also explain you. So that will mostly avoid a lot of code. And the code why we are learning is there will be challenges in Salesforce that you need to complete with the help of coding only. So that challenges I'll be explaining. So that challenges you need to make sure you put it in your resume, or else you can just add the lines so that they will start asking about the challenges you faced. So that's how you can make sure you can crack something, the interviewer. And when you're really working also, it helps you because a task which cannot be done with the help of configuration. So these all things matters. Most of the times you'll be acting there as a business consultant as well as least cases you'll be going as developer, okay, because whatever I've seen I could know those. Okay, so that's it guys from my end. Okay, so any other queries you can ask me, or just you can go ahead with I guess you have the consultant email, so you can mail them, so they'll be forwarding me. I can answer you. So,
Okay.
Okay,
okay.
Krishna. Thank
Okay,
you.
guys. Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Anila.
you.
Thanks, Anna. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Good night.
You
Yeah,
too.
good
Thanks.
night. You too.
Thank you.